Say hey.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Today we are here for Jackson's 17-month update. We have Jane here too.
Hi.
Hi. I have a severe cold. I don't know why I just said severe. I have a cold, so I sound a little bit stuffed up, but we need to get his update done because soon he's gonna be a year and a half, 18 months. But today we're here for the 17-month update. He has a snack. Hopefully he'll stay with us and say some words for you guys. If not, sorry, I tried. And then Jane has a snack here too. Well, we lost the star of the show. Come on, bud. We had to go put Piper's passy in real quick. I think I'm just gonna start with all of the words that he says. That way maybe he can say them and then go play. Come here. Oh, you got food all over your face. Hey, we're gonna say some words, look. What do you say? Okay, Jackson, can you say river? River. Let's get that. Can you say Piper? Can you say Jane? Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say lovey.
Bye-bye.
You're lovey. Let's see, what else can you say? Can you say no? Can you say yes? Can you say please? Can you say thank you? Can you... What does a kitty cat say? Meow. What does a doggy say? Woof, woof. What does a cow say? Moo. Yes, good boy. Can you sing? Can you want to sing? Twinkle, twinkle, little... No. Those are all of his new words. He did have some words last month, if you guys want to check out that video. I don't know if he said them in the video, but the words that he just said are just the new words that he has. Oh, we forgot juice. You want to say juice? Say juice. 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 So, you guys, he is turning into his own... See, he's throwing a fit already. Jane, can you show your Cheez-Its? He is turning into his own little person. He has a personality that is actually kind of crazy because... I don't know if it's because he has a sibling or if Jane was totally different. He's just gonna whine this whole time. Jane, share your Cheez-Its, please. But he said, thank you. Did you hear that? But he definitely has a temper and definitely knows what he wants and tries his hardest to get it. So there's a lot of temper tantrums, which Jane never had, and there's a lot of like screaming and crying and throwing himself on the floor, kind of like what he's doing right now. Otherwise, he is very, very sweet. One of the things that we realized this month is that Jackson is the cuddler of the family. I personally don't like cuddling or people like laying on me or touching me too much. Jane never really cuddled until around like 2, and she still doesn't necessarily cuddle too much. I'm sorry, he's banging on the wall now. Jackson loves to cuddle. He will sit on our lap and just stare at the wall if he could. A lot of times if we're watching TV or a movie, he just loves to cuddle. He is starting to sing songs. I think I might have mentioned last month he sang the Frozen Let It Go song. Jane has like a little microphone and he knows the words to that, or knows the words, but he kind of like sounds them out. Same with some of the Mickey Mouse songs he knows. And then the other day I was singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to Piper, and he was singing Up Above the World So High. He say that? And I didn't know he knew that, so that was really cute. He's starting to hear things that we're saying and copying a lot of stuff that we're saying. He definitely understands us a ton more than last month. If I ask him to sit down, he'll sit down. If I ask him to grab me something and I point at it, he'll get it for me. Things like that I didn't notice he was doing last month. And then also, he is able to communicate with us better as well, using words or pointing at things or going to get things and bringing them to us if he wants us to turn a toy on or something like that. So it's a lot easier for us to communicate with him this month, which is awesome. It's one step closer to hopefully him not whining and crying so much. I really do think that kids his age whine and cry because they can't use their words quite yet. So once they can explain what they want, they might still have like a whiny tone when they talk, but at least they can say what they want, and then we can reason with them, get it for them or not. At least we're not hearing like screeching screams all the time. Not only is he copying words that we say or trying to communicate with us, he also copies like motions and things that we're doing. So the other day I was like patting my legs to some song or playing with the kids, and I was patting my legs and he started patting his legs. Or every night I put lotion on his belly and I'll say lotion, and I'll rub his chest and rub his belly with the lotion on it. And the other day he said lotion and he started rubbing his belly. Speaking of motions, Jackson loves to dance. I feel like all kids around this age love to dance. I might be wrong, but the music kind of just gets them going. And if they see their parents or their siblings dancing too, they kind of do that. And all kids his age have the cutest little dance moves. But Jackson, no matter what, if music is on, he is dancing, and when it's over, he's clapping. So I remember Jane doing that too. So I wonder if all kids this age kind of like to dance, or I just have little dancers in my family. So Jackson has the words that he says on his own by himself, but he also can copy most all of our words that we ask him to, or at least he tries to. So he knows what it means when we say, can you say blank? And then he'll try to say it. So it's a lot easier to teach him words now because he knows, like, can you say this, or this is this, can you say that? And so then we like show him what it is, and then he can say it, and then he learns what it is. So I feel like now is the time where his brain is like a sponge and he's learning lots of things. So we constantly are trying to teach him words. We say, can you say all done? Or can you say all gone? Can you say cheese for like food? You know, whatever we're giving him, we'll try to get him to say the word. That way he's saying it, learning how to say words, and also learning the words. So Jackson's favorite things right now are anything outside. He loves to be outside. He will probably cry or throw a fit if anybody goes outside without him. And he just, once he's outside, he's kind of in his element, walking around, digging in dirt, picking up sticks, you know, kind of all the boy stuff. But he loves to be outside. He also loves food, although he is still getting kind of picky. I think I mentioned that last month. So he's still a little bit picky, but he still loves food, and he's kind of driven by food. So if we want him to come into the living room, we just bring the little goldfish bag, and he'll come follow us into the living room. He still loves to climb, as you guys can see, and I actually have learned that not all kids like to climb, and maybe it's just my child, because we were at the playground the other day and he was climbing up on something. One of the parents was like, wow, he's climbing a ton. I was like, does your kid not do this? She's like, no. So he definitely likes to climb, and he likes to be on top of things all the time. Jackson also loves shoes, and I think I might have mentioned this last month as well, but it has continued this month kind of more than it was last month. But he knows where all the shoes are in our bedroom. He goes and gets his shoes, and he brings us his shoes, and he wants us to put his shoes on. We usually go barefoot here in our house, but a lot of times he just wants to wear his shoes around the house, and so we let him, or else he'll cry and scream. But he knows, I think the reason why he likes shoes so much is because he knows if we're putting shoes on, it means we're going outside, and he loves outside. So we're having a little situation over here, but it brings me to my next point, is that Jackson is learning to share. And to be honest, Jane is still learning to share. She only had to share with kids like at the playground or when we were out and about before Jackson got here. And I think Jackson is having to learn to share a lot sooner than Jane did. So right now we're kind of in this phase where Jackson is more like getting into things and wanting to play with things. And so we're really having to share. And so he understands, like, okay, it's Jackson's turn. Okay, it's Jane's turn. Okay, it's Jackson's turn. But not only am I teaching Jackson this, I'm also teaching Jane this. So it's very difficult because maybe Jane will get it one day, and then the next day she's just super upset and I'm trying to teach her. And then the next day it's Jackson getting super upset, or they're both getting super upset and we're having to explain things over and over. So sharing is a hard concept. I don't know why. It's weird because I think kids think that if they're giving something up or trying to share something and they're giving their toy to somebody else, they're like never, ever, 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 ever gonna get it back. And it's hard to explain sharing. I don't understand why it's so hard, but it is. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the body parts that Jackson knows. He knows where his belly button is, he knows where his tongue is, and he knows where his nose is. Those are the 3 body parts that he knows. We're working on eyes, we're working on head, and we're working on some other ones. Where's your tongue? Where's your tongue? Where's your belly button? Belly button. Where's your tongue? You got food in your mouth. Where's your nose? Nose. He's not going to show you guys. He has food in his mouth. But that is it for Jackson's little update. I have no idea how much he weighs or any stats like that. We're going to go back to the doctor for his 18-month checkup. So at his 18-month update, I'll have that sort of information for him. But I do know that he is wearing 18 months and 2T clothes. I had this realization the other day. I was like, my baby is in 2T already. This is nuts. I guess 1.5, this is how Jane was. She was always really tall, and so she was always like kind of one step ahead in the clothes. But I feel like he's still my little baby and he's already in the 2Ts. That's crazy. Other than that, he is doing good. We're just kind of trucking along here, and he is learning things like crazy. He's like a little sponge, and I remember Jane being like that too. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Jackson, come here and say bye. Jackson, come here. Come here.
Bye.
Look, he's climbing on something. Say bye.
Bye.
Wave. Say bye-bye.
Bye. He's becoming.
Blow kiss. Mwah.
Jackson's becoming Dax's house.
Can you blow kiss? Mwah.